Good afternoon, my name is HUGUES RICOUR. I am the Managing Director for Ubisoft Singapore and Ubisoft Philippines. I'm extremely proud of what we presented this morning and all our achievements. 14 games released, 350 people now working on AAA high-end games. When we initially arrived in Singapore, I think a lot of people were saying, it's probably not possible to have a AAA studio in the region. And not only we found great talent, on top of that, we developed great partnerships, and that gives us a very solid direction for the future. So we grew step by step. We developed some small games first, then joined the Assassin's Creed co-development structure where we partnered with Ubisoft Montreal, and we learned how to do levels that includes art and level design. And then step by step, we added features, so programming, gameplay, up to the point where today we are able to create our full game Skull and Bones. And in that transition, we learned how to do service, game as a service, with our free-to-play game, competitive shooter called Ghost Recon Online. Well, first I want to give credit to all the teams that built the Ocean technology. I'm a producer, and I really want to thank all the programmers, the rendering programmers in particular, that have been involved. It's been really a continuous effort. Each generation of console allows us to push the boundaries further with the simulation, but also with the FX, the texture, the shape of the waves, and of course, the Ocean being physics-based, it allows us also to add more gameplay, interacting, wave and ship. In Skull and Bones, we also added the wind, and the wind is a physical force that participates to the gameplay of steering your ship. And so it's that quest for new ideas, innovation in the gameplay and in the feel that you have seafaring the Indian Ocean that is driving our passion every day. So at the moment we have our hands full with Assassin's Creed, Odyssey, and with Skull and Bones. As you know, it will be released we still have a bit of time, we're still in pre-alpha phase. Our ambition is to engage the community, and we are already taking some feedback from the community. And as we launch through the beta phases, we really want to make sure we polish the game. We will have only one shot at creating history for the studio and creating a new IP for Ubisoft. So we need to make sure it's done right. Well, I'm extremely excited, obviously. Sometimes as a game developer, it's a bit difficult to step back because we play the game every day. And going to E3 this year was a huge eye-opener and very reassuring to see the enthusiasm and how excited people are when they see the game for the first time. So this contact that we have with our audience and with our fans is super reassuring, and it's extremely exciting. Yes, as we presented today, we are developing islands, and we are part of the content and of the quest and the narrative of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And what's been very interesting is that the dialogue editor, to allow freedom for the player, allowed us to test new types of job families, and we have more script writers now in the studio as well. And just a little message, we are always recruiting top talent and creative talent, so if you want to join the crew on Assassin's Creed or on Skull and Bones, there will be opportunities. Some of the jobs that are available today in the studio are not open a couple of years ago, just because the industry is constantly evolving. And I'm really proud of the new pillars of Assassin's Creed Odyssey to innovate within the brand. Yeah, so guys, please continue to give us feedback, and if you want to join the industry, don't hesitate. We are partnering with the ecosystem in Singapore, schools in particular. There's tons to do to define the next 10 years of the game industry in Singapore, so join us.